I've risen again to watch a zombie movie. Zombie movies is not a thing that I actually talk or even watch, really. Not a big fan of like zombie stuff, because they tend to be really boring for me in the end because I see like I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't actually stick to me. I haven't watched The Walking Dead though. I haven't really give out a try with some of the zombie movies. Where was he? Was the fail? Was not really good. There were other zombie movies that I could watch because like some of them kind of fall off some mediocrity, same act, blah blah blah. But however, though, 28 years later, Bone Temple did show me a way of like the new flavor, kind of like zombie movies. It really did shove it up my ass really nicely. It's really good, actually. I enjoy that. And just for clarification, I have not watched any of the 28 years or 28 days later or 28 weeks later. I have not watched any of them, which is a kind of clarification here to tell you that do not do what I do. Is that I skip everything and just go into the spin-off because I want to actually see how this show even goes off. And honestly, I would say like you can go watching this like Bone Temple like as an entry level point of like 28 franchise, it's pretty cool actually because like when you go into this, you are being shown how technically brutal these zombies are. These zombies are scary, to be honest with you. Some of them are really scary, and I've never seen like such a brutal kill and so easy way of like in a screening of my life. I've never felt like sitting on a seat and just like really have to put my hands on my shoulder, just like ugh. I don't know what would you think of making that, but that is sickening, but also really cool to see like in a happening in a zombie movie, But that's not the point of this whole entire movie. That's not the reason why this movie is good. This movie, The Bone Temple, was really good by itself. Was actually almost everything. This zombie is interesting. Only one zombie is interesting in this whole entire movie because it show off some weirdness that tells you that remember, guys, zombies are zombies because they're infected by virus, and virus there's a potential for them to actually find a cure, you know it's kind of funny because like some of the zombie movies where like zombies are like that dead and they're not alive because like they're you can see like their flesh are skidding out, and like I didn't know virus can do that to begin with, like just decaying your body if it's well unless like it's like a long time ago. But like the Bond Temple really did show off something here where like there is a chance where this character that was being played by Ralph Eden, I don't remember that which is like he played as a character named Kelson, which is a doctor, kind of finds in a weird like somehow willing to find a humanity inside some of these zombies here, and he picked one of the zombies and call this zombie as Samson, and Samson is a very unique and strange zombie because some of you can tell in the beginning of this movie zombies in this fucking universe are have intelligence. They have alpha. They have they move in groups when they can. The alpha has meticulously bigger strength where they can rip a man's flesh as easy like just like tofu. And it's crazy to me that how they show off this alpha zombie to be more depth character compared to the other movie that I watched that is like 3 hours blown along. Yes, I'm still a bit pissy about that with Avatar. And it show off this uniqueness of like showing that hey, there is some humanity with the zombies, even though despite this whole entire world is already fucked up, and it's 28 years later, the Dr. Calson still did not give up hope for like finding a cure, and it goes off with this movie with another group called I don't know. I don't even know what the group is at this point. It's it's the Jimmy group. I would say that because like this is the group that was actually move around and they think like they were chosen by gods, and he goes around killing people because like the leader is actually a psychopath. He's actually very problematic in the hit because he thought he was the chosen one, and he has daddy issues, but he made those daddy issues to be extremely violent, where like he make it justified for him to actually like do decisions. There were times where like there is this Dr. Kelson interaction with this person, well, with the Jimmy guy, which is the leader of the Jimmy group. It's kind of weird, but like kind of how like works well, but somehow in the end, oh shit, you guys are not supposed to be working well. It's weird. And then, like some people say, I've seen reviews saying that this movie is like kind of very predictable, because like of the zombie, how like bad guys coming into the good guys' home, and then like that kind of stuff, and then like the bad guys actually go fuck. Not really. It's not really. They did it this movie really well. It's just engaging. I never felt bored with this whole entire movie because this movie was actually 1 hour and 50 minutes long. But what really did captivated me the most is that the Bone Temple is really something that I didn't expect to see. How it is act as a memorial for the Dr. Kelson. It's a burial for Dr. Kelson. I'm sorry for bringing that one up. The Dr. Kelson did such a good job for decorating this whole entire thing of the Bone Temple, and said like, well, time for me to actually explore of this cure for this virus now. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of really cool. But jokes aside, there the brutality in this movie, I'm glad they didn't even go off like trying to show off like some 18 plus sexual stuff in this whole entire movie, because like it's just pure madness and brutality in this movie. Even though there's like only like 2 to 3 scenes of it, but like it's just telling you how fucked up and people mind is, even though they're not even born specifically in the apocalyptic time. These are the same people who are actually alive before the apocalyptic time. It's scary how it actually manifests their minds and actually just make them go crazy. It's crazy good actually. And the music is good. There are movies that there are songs here that I didn't expect to hear them again. It did take me a little bit, but I got back and I'm like, oh shit, that actually makes more sense to be in this scene. And the final scene where like the Ralph, the actor, you cannot move your eyes away from this actor at all. The man who plays Dr. Kelson is so captivating, and you can't help out but like, hey, he's a pretty nice old man that you want to bring him out for a tea and talk some science shit, or like even some uncle stuff, because like he's just that feeling like sociable and so nice to talk to, because like you have to remember, he still is a doctor that's actually burning corpses so that he can actually use those skulls to decorate the whole entire temple, which is again act as a burial. Okay, but there are contexts here in this movie that you do need to watch from the previous movie, the 28 years later. But like for me, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm still gonna watch it anyway. Don't worry. But it doesn't really matter to me that much. But like I'm pretty sure if you want to have a full package experience, you gotta watch 28 years first, then only 28 years later. Even though despite the 28 years later was supposed to be like a spin off and everything, but like it kind of feels like a little bit like a sequel for me, because there are times where like the kid from the 28 years later is actually here, but and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't know this happened. I didn't know they kind of they got know some shit, left and right. Oh, okay, but like it didn't take me away from the movie, and it didn't put me like very confused terms in this movie. Same, just like how Fate series did it actually to. It's not like how Fate series did it to me. It's just that like this movie is enough by like at least I can watch this so that it can at least get me interested to watch it 28 years later. That's pretty much it. I think this movie was like pretty much like a 9 out of 10 for me, or 8 out of 10 for me. There's nothing for me to actually say more about this, except I do want to see Samson more. I have kind of have a big heart for Samson. Samson is a very unique zombie because he is a zombie that feels like more humane, when like Dr. Kelson did give out some way of like a cure for him. And when he did actually come out at the last section of the movie, I genuinely screamed out of my lung when he literally did something humane for himself, and I just it feels like one of those movies where like finally there is hope for humanity for the first time in a zombie apocalypse in a zombie apocalypse movie. Okay, it's weird but it feels refreshing. Maybe I'm the weird one here, but do let me know if there's any kind of zombie movies that I should give it a shot to watch, so that I can actually feel like some kind of a same place with this 28 years later Bone Temple. But anyways, this is a good movie to watch. I really do like this. 9 out of 10 for me. There's nothing a lot of more stuff for me to talk about this because I did enjoy it and I just want to see more Samson. All right, hope you have a lovely day, have a lovely night. See you in our sectors. Peace out.